Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an
Gerrard! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the...
Could be danger here! That could... It's Gerrard! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Kout. Now it's Van Basten. Gerrard! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Can he finish? It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and
he's had a shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Gerrard certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Makaleli produces the perfect tackle there. Gerrard. Can he get it through? He might be in here. It's Van Basten! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can Chanaburi power with their first corner? The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. Ball in towards the middle. And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lam. Zola. And he plays one through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he is deftly away. Oh, it's come loose. And again. Goal! Santos! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That looks a decent ball. Now, can they get him away? Bigo receives it in a wide position.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He has found the way through. Terrific effort! Harmlessly behind. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. Looking to play him in. Orta. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's taking no chances there. Great vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Count is in a really good position out wide. Santos are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And that's been won straight back. Orta. No, it's come to nothing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball.
Can Chanaburi Power truly have no need to panic? They can reassess at half-time.
And it's Messi. And it's made its way to him. Zanetti.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's looking wide. And that's a good ball. Decent chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Gerrard. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 8. vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 20.
So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pace here. Zanetti. That's good play. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Kaut. It's a pretty loose pass. What a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through. Just the keeper in his way. And he shoots! Gerrard. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Zola with a real chance here. Zola! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, some tackle that. Gerrard. Gerrard, what a serious charge here. He has a look up. Not a hint of offside here. And a header! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. That was well played, well stopped.
Cafu. And it's Vieira. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. A corner it is then.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, again there's no way through. And here's Zola. Now there's... It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught napping. And this is Messi!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's had it nicked away. Van Basten. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. Lahm getting forward. Just about up to 75 minutes. Zanetti.
That was lovely, that.
Zanetti delivers. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. He's had it taken off him. And this is Kaut. He's had a shot! And he thumps it clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Figo. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Substituição no time do Santos.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Just 1 in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Santos surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Costa Corta chooses to go cross-field. Zanetti. Fermi with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that.
Shoots! And somehow he's managed to miss it. And he's quick to snatch it back. Looking for the run. He's done very well to take that back. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And Shanaburi Power can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Bedlin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of to hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally, in view of his brilliant skill set.
Ferry makes the interception. Now somewhat off target.
Superb goal! Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
This is the time you need that pace.
Driving forward. Lovely, now then.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Plays it through. That is ended up in no man's land. It's gone for a throw-in. Counts. It's a searching pass. And back to the keeper they go. Gerrard. Out towards the flank. Zanetti in acres of space out wide. Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Schneider. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. And this is Cruyff. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Yaya Toure. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. That's destined for the flank. And he's picked it up out wide. Looking for options for movement. And it's played it. Towering header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Zanetti. Oh, delicate chip through. Van Bronckhorst. Zanetti. He can run onto that. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Over to the right flank. Threads one in. Incoming to... He leaps for it! We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pressing high and with purpose. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Couch. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi receives it in a wide position. And a chance! Out again for a throw-in. Van Bronckhorst is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Gerrard. Messi. And he's being shifted off it. And Bronckhorst getting forward, and he has been fouled there. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Davids. Spread out to the left. Cruyff does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Schneider. He's picked his way through. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Borussia Dortmund are probably feeling...
And the shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Davids tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Couch. Messi. Schneider. Now it's Cruyff. And this is Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, great chance. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Great chance here from position A1.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
Beckham!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Zanetti. Swung over. PSV appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's running through. Cruyff. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on. And it's Ferry. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Gerrard. Couch. He is starved of space and time. And it's played forward. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Beckham. Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to retrieve. Doué! And it's in! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Snyder. Baresi. Thinks one through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cruyff. Great ball, and he's in here. Good read, needed to be.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Half an hour gone in the second half. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So
Number
changes
7,
afoot here, and from
Toure.
both sides.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 3, Makalele. Number 11,
And it's Gerrard.
Neymar.
Now it's
Substitutions taking place.
and that could have brought them level.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
And he's intervened well there. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Schneider.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Schneider. That's very neat.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he cuts out the supply. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. He is through here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Borussia Dortmund could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Counts. He's cut it out.
Borussia Dortmund really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Bale. Messi. Oh, he's having a go! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
There will be 5 minutes added
It's a
time.
sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Stood up well to him there. We are into overtime. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Schneider. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Doué. That's the throw. Doué. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Bale. And that is that. Borussia Dortmund perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Ping towards the front line. Not the most accurate pass. That's a good ball out wide. Cruyff. In with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Couch. Ball in towards the middle. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Now it's Hazard. Howson makes the interception. Zanetti. This is a promising build-up. Oh, it's a great ball here. Count! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not where it came from. That's good defending, very good defending. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He has found a way through. Costa Curta gets a foot in here. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kanchanaburi Power have reclaimed it. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, this is a great position. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Bigo is onto it in a flash. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Figo. A header! That's another chance! And it's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out.
And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Now it's Schneider.
Such good technique.
And he's got away from him. Takes the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Zanetti. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 33 minutes is
Looking at a different game now.
Johan
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He's a sharp little ball here. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? It's a good-looking delivery. Stam attempts a clearance. Ibrahimovic. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is a little undercooked. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nicely shaped ball. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
After 42 minutes is number 21, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Milan leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Hazard. Cruyff. He is through here. It's a good run down the right.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shot a goal! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Schneider receives it in a wide position. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Vermeer clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Can Chanaburi power with the corner? There first. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Priol calmly anticipates. Mateus looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Oh, good take in a good area. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to...
Goes for a shot! Good save. Keeper read that well.
Well, you can't fault him for his confidence, nor his willingness to have a go at that. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now he's had it taken off him, and he's quick to get rid. Now it's Couch. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's found a way through. Can he finish? And he hits the net. Just one goal in it now. Game on. That is so good. Delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Crunching tackle. And that was very necessary.
Kanchanaburi Power really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Jack Count. Number 10, Figo.
That has been knocked clear.
Number 7, Neymar.
Rummenigge proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
And it's Lopez. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Gerrard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Chiellini gets it clear. Mateus.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he shoots! In he goes again! Van Basten! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge picks it up out wide. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And there's green grass ahead of him. Good ball, good take. Nicked it back promptly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rijkaard. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And reclaimed it in a
There will be
trice.
3 minutes added time.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Mateus. And here's Azar. He's got away. Rummenigge! And that's it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Kanchanaburi power can always take more positives from a result
Please be
like this.
reminded that
Yes,
drinking
there is
is
some
only allowed
tidying
in the
up to
areas
do,
shown on this
but
map.
some
Thank
real
you very
promise
much for your
too.
cooperation.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Oh, it's Van Basten. That's a good ball out wide. Figo. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was... Gets his head on it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Pedri, this is promising.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Oh, great leap! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
McAllister charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Kaut. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And the counter is on. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. So it is still 0-0. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Puyol, always a very imposing presence at the back. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Poland are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or...
Bullet! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Mendieta. Now it's Kaut. He has found the way through. He's being urged to shoot. Lopez with the cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Cafu. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Puyol calmly anticipates. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bullet. Tries to play it through. Mendieta in acres of space out wide. Gerrard.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Cafu. Very nicely done. Kaut. De Bruyne demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now, can they get it back? That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's rising! And it's come back out to him. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. De Bruyne. Serginho. Oh, well played. Cleared away. Played over towards the opposite flank. Ball's gone out of play. Triol. And it's Pedri. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So let's get the ball rolling. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, they could be caught out here. And real chance! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
The first breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, well played, well played. And he can thump it away. Counts with a reputation for taking on any shot. Vermeer making a dash for it.
Poland have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Figo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, he's found support out wide. Getting up there! It's in! And this is getting better and better. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Poland are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Toure gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Van Basten. Takes a shot! And one more try! Oh, that's a sharp enough swivel. Struck first time.
Well, he's getting a few rounds of applause from around the touchline, but he's angry with himself, really angry.
That is ended up in no man's land. That looks a good ball through. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! And he couldn't finish.
Hullet has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that is expertly dealt with. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's McAllister. Oh, that was vital. He's found the way through. Great chance! It's anyone's ball now. Pedri. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. He's picked his way through. Chance, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Pedri with the foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So we have movement on both benches.
Number 7, Serginho. Number 18, Gaisca Mendieta. Number 14, Hullet. Number 18, Ronaldinho.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Number 20, Neymar. Number 9, Messi. Number 15, Griezmann.
Looking for the run.
6,
and he's managed to get free.
Number 19, Costa Curta.
Messi.
Substitution.
Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a shade optimistic. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Not the most accurate pass. The message is clear. None shall pass. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Okazaki is onto this. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pedri has it in a wide position. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Now it's Doué, engages and forces him off the ball. Neymar, Looking for options for movement. Doué. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that is well cleared. And this is Okazaki. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh no, what has happened here? Showing good feet. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Okazaki with a real chance here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Okazaki!
Kanchanaburi Power, they've got away with it this time.
And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
The atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
It would have to be Kenan Yildiz, Peter, because he really is one of the golden boys of his generation.
Impressive jump! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And this is Ibrahimovic. Zanetti receives it in a wide position. And a header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught napping! And this is Hazard. Seedorf. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's Van Basten. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And Chet pulls off a sensational save. Kanchanaburi power with the corner, there first. Vigo plays it short. And here's Figo. Terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Seedorf. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Now it's Del Piero. Ibrahimovic. Oh, what a mistake! And he is dashing away. And he can thump it away. Kanchanaburi power are looking to go forward now.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Makalele. It's gone out for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. It's gone for a throw-in. Yildiz carries the ball down the right. Fermin does really well there. He is strong. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's fabulous. He might be in here. It's Ibrahimovic. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Del Piero with the short one. Zanetti crosses. Defending Yildiz! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Getting up there! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Gerrard, that's been slipped through. Oh, no joy this time. Driven forward. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Yildiz does well to get it back. Knocks it into space. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the...
That is good alertness. Picked out brilliantly. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Yaya Toure. Now it's Del Piero. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Seedorf. Looking to play him in. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic!
Well, who saw that coming? I honestly thought, Peter, that we had nothing to do apart from just counting the clock down as we approached half-time. It was majestic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Sylvestre clears it away. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? Rijkaard. Guardiola. That's a cute ball. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Can Chanaburi Power go in at half-time with a game to chase?
With the father of a boy.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So off we go again.
Kanchanaburi Power can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ibrahimovic. He'll try from distance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's going to be a goal kick. And that has put paid to that. Azar, very much a man of this moment. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's picked it up out wide. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
That's good vision. Oh, important interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Nice looking ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Vigo made a good run there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Yildiz is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And Del Piero! Well, that was too close for comfort.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Just eases him off the ball. Looking for a runner. Hazard gets into a good position. He has found a way. Hazard! It's off target and by quite a way.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not the most convincing of passes. And it's been hooked away. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Chiellini. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? Yildiz. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Seedorf. Gerrard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. It's Gerrard! Incredible! Just incredible! He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Makalele. And here's Lopez. He's going for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Makalele probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So we have movement on
Gerrard.
both benches.
Number 16, Ferrin. Number 17, Diego Forlan. Number 20, Van Basten. Number 10.
Great chance! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Kanchanaburi Power can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Chiellini has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that's well spotted. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Makaleli. He's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Played into space, chips it through. Now there's a fine shot, a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Danny Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I have to say, I'm thoroughly impressed with what we just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner. And they did just that.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And that gets things running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Van Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Van Basten has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. McAllister was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous. Caicedo. The ball is bounced loose now. Strong running down that left flank. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Van Basten. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Gerrard. He's having a pop! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
It's a good run down the right. Tries a measured ball. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And here's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Gerrard tries to clear. In with the challenge. And it's Dembele. Messi just eases him off the ball. And it's Figo. Still goalless. Figo is wide and looking to get onto this. Could move up a gear here. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Dembele. McAllister. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on that, it's gone out. That has ended up in no man's land. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now the breakaway. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Van Dijk. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got away. Shot a goal! Goal! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Kanchanaburi Power have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
McAllister! Kanchanaburi Power with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Towering header! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Kanchanaburi Power are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kanchanaburi Power have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Picked out, it's Van Basten! It's run loose, who's going to get there? I think that's offside, yes it is. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Couch. Van Basten! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Kanchanaburi Power firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And we get things going again. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Looking for the run. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Good reason for optimism here. He's rising! Off the bar! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Kanchanaburi Power find a position of real... Oh, he's been caught napping. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's delightful. Some good work on the right flank here. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. And he's taking no chances there. Can he spark a counter here? Aims beyond the defence. Now he's having a shot! And that's a tidy finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Kanchanaburi Power are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fermin picks it up out wide. Lopez with the cross. Caicedo goes sliding in. Gerrard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a great ball here. There's a look and plays it forward. Now it's Yamal.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Caicedo is in a really good position out wide. Couch knocks it into space. Van Basten in acres of space out wide. Figo. And the ball, in he goes again! No, it's wide. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And it's Couch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. McAllister, it's played through for him. Now that is a hefty challenge. And he's straight offside. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lopez. And he's there to retrieve it. Gerrard. Figo. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Lopez, Couch, and this is Couch. Oh, right place, right time. Couch unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to belt it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Figo. And he was alert to it. Messi. And it's Lopez. Fermin. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Akanji has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Oh, crossbar! Oh, there was plenty on that. Couch, looking to play him in. Lopez. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He leaps for it, and he's following up. And he's missed it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Threads one in. There's a sharp little ball here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Gerrard. And that has left him in a heap. He's going for goal! Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Figo. Header! Against the crossbar. Cleared away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And time is up. Kanchanaburi Power can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.
Van Basten.
Reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?